He's a former Huskies quarterback, and he's now a college football analyst for Fox and a radio host. But he tweeted recently, "I don't have words, but I do have endless prayers for Dori Monson's wife, Suzanne, and his amazing girls and family. He loved them with that gigantic heart of his, and for his remarkable audience that followed him for 3 decades. He loved you too." 1 Thessalonians 4:14, which says, "For since we believe that Jesus died and was raised to life again, we also believe that when Jesus returns, God will bring back with him the believers who have died." And Brock Huard concluded his tweet with, "Love you, Dori." Brock joins us on the show this morning. Hi there, my friend. How are you doing?
Hi, Erica. I'm doing okay. How are you?
Well, I'm thinking about you and all of the people who knew Dori Monson and loved him so much. You know, they kept saying yesterday when I was listening, he was the best friend you never met. But Brock, you knew him. What was it like to be Dori's friend?
Pretty special gift for decades for me. He introduced me, as he did so many, to this industry of media and whatever and however you would define media, as that has kind of evolved and changed over the decades. But when I got into radio after my playing days were done, he was the one that I had an omelet and breakfast with, and I was one of countless many that he encouraged, that he built up, that he influenced, frankly, and poured his life into. It wasn't just his own microphone that he dominated for 4 decades in the field, but he truly, and we talked about this actually, one of our last conversations was about a young person that was looking to get into the field, and he had talked to him, and Dori kind of shared the same thing I did, that you want to be honest and you want to encourage and you want to empower, but you do want to be genuine with those and helpful to those. And that was certainly his heart with me, as it has been with so many over the years.
You know, one of the things I've really gleaned from his life after hearing all of the stories, Brock, is that he had time for people and he really cared. He would follow up with you. It wasn't just, "I'm sorry this happened to you," but weeks and months later, he was calling again.
Yeah, he didn't sleep. So, I know our old quarterback in town, who's now in Denver, used to coin that phrase, "no time to sleep." But he just stole it from Dori because, Dori, whether it was his show prep that was just relentless and constant because he had such a competitive heart and he wanted to win at whatever he did, or it was relationships and it was those friendships and it was, those people that he influenced. And influence is a tricky word. It starts with I, and many times I think can be contrived and selfish and just kind of, self-important or self-induced. But his influence, it was different. It was truly about making other people better, making his producers better, making the building better, making his beautiful wife, Suzanne, and their 3 beautiful girls and their lives better. That was very important to Dori, and a legacy that will live on even as he leaves us here.
Oh, and he left a legacy of faith. What was his relationship with God like from your perspective, Brock?
Yeah, it was pretty neat as well, to be and have an opportunity to sit beside him and our dear friend Russ. And we had a small group for a number of years there. And we would meet in the building and go over Bible. We would read books together. We would have a small group that I would just encourage. And it's kind of one of my constant themes when I get a chance to speak at churches or to youth groups or to men's groups or to others is you can't do this alone. There's a 12 flag that hangs around our city there in Seattle. And when I look at it, I think often of the 12 disciples and the 12 apostles. And Jesus knew that he could have done it all by himself, but he knew for his church and for us as fallen beings that we would need others. And I had a chance for a number of years to sit in a small group with Dori, to walk through life, to walk through tears, to pray for others, to pray for his family. And again, it was just about others. And yet it was also about knowing the importance of community, and in this case, a small group that played, I think, a big role in all of our lives.
Oh, I love that your legacy is intertwined with Dori's. Thank you so much for taking time out. I know that this is a hard time for all of you who knew him personally and loved him. We really appreciate you, Brock.
Thank you for sharing his life that will go on and his legacy that will go on, and so many people that are so thankful for what he poured into them. Thank you, Erica. God bless you.
God bless you, my friend. Thanks so much.